Hi there. I'm going to try very hard to take you through a crit here on looking at our gesture drawings. That was assignment 4, and I'm trying it two ways. We tried class live, and now I'm trying this, and we'll see which one you like the best. Anyway, we're going to start with Janeth, and she's given us 3 really nice drawings. She managed to put them all in one document, and I'm grateful for that. Her first one was this plant, and I'd like to talk with you a little bit about what a gesture drawing is about. It's not that you expect this plant to make some great gesture. The concept of the gesture is in fact the way you're drawing it, the way your hand is following the shape of, let's say, these leaves, or the shape of that line. It's describing with a gesture the actual movement of the arm and the hand, or the hand and the charcoal. It's actually developing or showing you the shape of what that particular leaf or stem or flower pot is. And you want to see that in a quick line. You want to see it in the changing line quality and the spontaneity of the line. And that's what's happening here. She's building up form by letting those lines cross each other. It gives us a tonal change. There's a big difference, let's say, between the paper and the tone of this leaf because of what she's done with the line. Same thing's happening here. It's a freeness. Now, I got to tell you, this is one of my absolute all-time favorite gestural drawing. It's beautifully done. The linear quality of each one of those little pieces of feather as it comes up. It starts here right at the stem or at the quill of the feather, and it just tapers out so gently. Just beautiful. And then, if that's not enough on all of these fronds or little pieces of feather, then there's this wonderful sort of sense of movement that comes from this either intended or accidental smudge that's going on there. I'm going to say it's intended because it really works beautifully, Janeth. Thanks for that. Now, the skull probably is a little less successful than your feather, but it's still quite nice. Especially I like looking at these kind of gestural things that are going on in there. Your arm is finding that particular crevice, the edges, the tonal changes in here in these shadows. So all in all, I'd say this was a great exercise for you, Janeth. Thanks so much, and I especially like that feather. Good job on that. Let me move to Annastasia's next. I've forgotten in the order that these came. I've got 3 for Annastasia. This is one of the shells. And again, I'm just excited about this line quality that's happening over here, Annastasia. This is beautiful. Look at that. The side of the charcoal, just giving us a quick indication of what the shadow was, and the side of it here, just describing a little more shadow. And look at how the line changes as she turns her hand. You see a change in the quality of the line. As she brings it back this way, the hand has to change position, so the line feels that change. So by making those body gestures, the whole drawing gets involved. Beautifully done here again. This shell, now I think you said you didn't like this one as much. I really kind of do, though. I like it because I see so many clean lines in it. Let me give you an idea of what I'm talking about as I rave on about lines, but no, seriously. This area, you see how much darker right there it is than, say, over here. That's where she's put the charcoal on the paper. She's getting ready to start the stroke. She moves rapidly, starts to lift the wrist so she can make that circle, and as she does so, the charcoal describes that movement from her arm. Comes back down, comes all the way over here, and look, you can just see as she lifts it off of the paper. I'll tell you, drawings tell so much about the conditions they're made, about the conditions of the individual. So for these wonderful kind of sensitive lines, I really like that one too. Now this is probably my favorite, and I think you said it was yours too, but talk about delicate lines. Look at that. Look at that. Very, very thin kind of, puts the charcoal down, moves it, moves her hand, comes lightly up off the paper, and then she's finishing it, so puts more weight down and it moves in this direction. And you can see that. Look at the same things happening here. As she lifts the charcoal, you see that little tail that comes off. Wonderful indications. So the arms are making these wonderful gestures. Again, turning it on its side, you get that nice kind of thing. And this kind of thing. Look at the shape of that kind of side swipe of the charcoal. Beautifully done. Really, really, really good gestural drawings. Thank you, Anastasia, for those. Let's look at Breck's. Breck said that he has a problem when he draws. He says it's always hard for him to know just when to stop. And I think a lot of people feel that way. You're going 1, 2, 3, and 4, and I think 4 is the area that you probably overworked gesturally because of the quality of line. Look at those delicate, you can see again where the line starts, where it tapers and finishes. As you see those things happening, a little quick bit of indication here. Look at the broad stroke there giving us that sweep. You can feel the hand go up. You can feel that little gesture, maybe from the point of the charcoal. Really nice job on that one too. So I guess my favorite would have to be probably this one. There's some nice marks in that, but I think overall this one on those would work for me. Let me see if I can get to the next one. And this is the one you said you finished a little more than you wanted to. Not really a gesture drawing, but still a very nice drawing. And it has elements. Look at those nice kind of quick lines that he's making in here, and one sweep of that. And look at this delicate kind of lay of shadow, just the reflection there. Good job. Good drawing. Maybe not quite the gesture, but really nice drawing. Thanks again for that too, Breck. I'm going to pull up some other students on another video clip, so this will work for this one, and I'll see you in a minute on the other ones. Thanks, you guys.